Imagine a rugged enduro eMTB that practically takes care of itself.
Meet the Moustache Clutch 160 with Pinion's motor and gearbox combo. Designed for low maintenance, this bike is built to keep you riding without the fuss.
Named after the slang for excellence, Clutch dares to promise perfection. Can Moustache deliver on this bold claim? Stick around to find out. Hi folks, I'm Jason and welcome to ebike-centre. Today we're diving into the new Moustache Clutch 160 e-bike with 170mm of front travel, 160 at the rear. This bike is engineered to tackle the toughest terrain. Its integrated Pinion MGU combines the motor and gearbox into one sleek package, drastically reducing the upkeep you'd typically expect. And while it's built on proven technology, its thoughtful design means you spend less time worrying about maintenance and more time enjoying the ride. Can this blend of low maintenance tech and rugged performance live up to the Clutch name? Let's find out. First off, let's talk specs and see what sets the Clutch 160 apart. The 160 is a robust alloy-framed enduro bike with 170mm of suspension travel up front and 160 at the rear. I'm not entirely sure why it's not called the Clutch 170. Anyway, it's built for those gnarly trails and enduro rides where only the sturdiest survive. Its secret weapon? The Pinion 12-speed MGU, the motor gearbox unit, paired with a carbon Gates belt drive. By ditching the derailleur and cassette, this system delivers a clean, hassle-free ride for those who'd rather focus on the trail than tinkering and maintenance. It's powered by a removable 780 watt-hour battery and controlled via a fit remote and top tube mounted node display. The Clutch 160 range comes in 3 models, the 160.7, the 160.8 and the 160.9. Our test bike was the 160.8 in the June colorway. A quick note, the 0.7 is the entry-level model and is the only model not to feature the Gates drive. It uses a single speed chain instead. It's paired with RockShox domain forks and Super Deluxe shock, while the 0.8 and the 0.9 models get the premium treatment with variations of the RockShox Zeb and Vivid shocks. And for those who like a bit of versatility, Moustache also offers a 150mm SUV version complete with light, mudguards and rear rack, perfect for those who want a bit more practicality on their off-road adventure. More on that later. Before we dive in, if you're loving the sound of this and want more eMTB insights and reviews, please consider giving us a like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and keeps you in the loop all things e-bikes. Now, on to my first impressions. The Clutch 160 immediately strikes you as it's a handsome, purpose-built machine. Its design exudes confidence and ruggedness, not with subtle hints, but with a bold declaration that it's meant for the toughest terrain and wildest trails out there. The build quality is quintessentially Moustache, angular, robust, and engineered to last. There are some thoughtful touches too, from the stem-mounted multi-tool to a battery tool bag that fits neatly inside the frame just above the battery, and an integrated rear light. Plus, they've pre-routed cabling for a front light too. Moustache have also created their own range of frame protection kits that not only protect your bike from the usual trail debris, but also allow you to customize your clutch if you're choosing. The Pinion Fit top tube integrated display is a neat touch, lending the bike a futuristic vibe, even if the brightness and color palette could be improved somewhat. And let's not forget the rear triangle. It's so clean and uncluttered without the usual derailleur chaos. With no rear mech and cassette, the bike's weight is impressively balanced, centralized around the motor and battery. Although I must confess, when you try to manhandle the bike, it does remind you that it's built like a tank. Unfortunately, due to the high demand for the Clutch demonstrator that we were given, we didn't get a chance to weigh it on a scale. But in terms of kilos, I'd estimate it sits in the mid to high 20s. Now let's cut to the chase and talk about the riding experience. We had a very limited window with the Clutch 160, so most of our time was spent basically riding on moderate undulating trails, which isn't the full enduro environment this bike's are designed for, but it still gave us plenty to chew on. The clutch feels really solid. The build quality seems to filter through into the riding experience and you feel very confident in the bike straight away. The bike felt extremely planted and predictable. Thanks to its centralized MGU design and lower sprung mass, it offers excellent downhill stability. I can very much see it coming into its own on long technical downhill stretches where these characteristics matter the most. In manual mode, the Pinion MGU provides fast electronic shifting. It's quick, precise, and you can change gears on the fly without having to keep pedaling, which is a really nice feature when you're freewheeling downhill, and also for when you find yourself in the wrong gear, because you've gotten overexcited and forgotten to shift. Ooh. I got the gearing wrong. However, much like some of the reviews you may have already seen, there were moments when you would hear a pronounced clunk from the gearbox, especially between certain gear ranges. And in the lower gears, where the Pinion produces up to 160 Newton meters of torque, it can be quite noisy. A deeper, more pronounced drone compared to, say, the high-pitched hum of the Bosch CX. The automatic gearbox feature was also impressive. However, it is a reactive rather than proactive system, i.e. it can't see and preempt what's coming further down the trail. We felt that the auto function won't suit everyone when it comes to technical trail riding, but it would really come into its own for more leisurely off-roading than, let's say, bike packing and touring. We were fortunate enough to also test out the latest Moustache game at the same time as the Clutch. And in contrast, we found that the Clutch actually felt a bit sluggish on the trail in comparison. My colleague Steve, in that fetching purple shell suit, and I both felt like a major contributing factor was that the Bosch CX motor on the game had a more engaging, sprightly feel than the Clutch's Pinion. The Bosch CX delivered power with urgency and with a refined responsiveness that made accelerating feel almost effortless, whereas the Pinion didn't seem quite so dynamic. We also found that although both motors are 85 Newton meters on paper, the Bosch consistently climbed quicker than the Pinion. So who is this bike for? I would say there are two types of rider who would really appreciate what the Clutch has got to offer. Firstly, if you're a big hitting enduro rider who is mainly looking to get down technical trails fast, rather than looking to throw the bike about a bit in the air, then this bike could be for you. The centralized weight distribution and lower sprung mass of the Pinion MGU makes the Clutch extremely predictable and encourages you to push that bit harder. The lighter rear end feels more agile, plus the suspension feels more plush, providing a smoother ride and less trail chatter. Secondly, it's for those riders who are looking for minimal fuss, cleaning and maintenance. Those riders who just want to jump on their bikes as and when they want without having to think about preparing their bike beforehand. The Gates belt drive means that after a muddy ride, you can simply hose the bike down, put it away before jumping straight back on it again for your next ride. No chains, degreasers, lubricant or fuss to worry about. Also, as there is no rear derailleur, there is no risk of it sustaining an impact on the trails, which could result in either your drivetraining needing a tune-up or in the worst case scenario could end your ride altogether and require you to get a new derailleur. Then there's the ongoing maintenance. The Pinion MGU doesn't need any servicing until it's done 10,000 kilometers, and even then it's simply an oil change. In contrast, a regular derailleur equipped eMTB would have likely been through multiple drivetrains during the same period of time. This is also where the Clutch 150 SUV comes into play too. The SUV provides a one-bike-fits-all package that can easily be used for trail riding, bike packing and commuting, but with the Pinion MGU, this is now an SUV that can go for miles and miles with little to no maintenance, and also takes full advantage of Pinion's automatic gearbox feature. Overall, I was very impressed with the Moustache Clutch 160, and if I were looking to buy a long travel Enduro eMTB, it would certainly be on my shortlist. I'm fully sold on the concept of the integrated motor gearbox unit. The idea of low maintenance centralized power is a game changer, especially when you consider the reduced risk of mechanical issues like misaligned derailleurs or snap chains. In my long-term view, I can see myself riding more MGU-powered bikes. They just make sense for a future where simplicity and durability take center stage. That said, kind of trail-focused riding I do, where every burst of acceleration counts, the Bosch CX still edges out as the more engaging option. But if you're someone who craves a point-and-shoot downhill rocket with minimal fuss and maximum reliability, then the Clutch 160 with its Pinion MGU might just be your perfect match. To wrap things up, the Moustache Clutch 160 is an absolute head turner with its innovative design and integrated motor gearbox. While the Pinion MGU might still need a bit of refinement, particularly regarding its noise, it represents the future of eMTB. For those of you who lean towards long technical downhill runs and value low maintenance, this bike is definitely worth considering. And for me, while the Bosch CX might still win the day for everyday trail engagement, I'm really excited about the potential of the MGU concept in the long run. Thank you very much for watching this review. If you enjoyed this video and found this review helpful, please consider giving us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you see the future of eMTBs as MGU powered, or are you still in the derailleur camp? What do you think of the Moustache Clutch? And if we don't see you in store, we will see you in the next video. Cheers.